Hey guys, it's Boy Loco here with your weekly video. Today's topic, I'm going to be talking about the dance floor. Now imagine this is a venue, right? This is an entrance. People pay here. There's chairs along the side, chairs along this side, chairs here. There's a couch, there's some tables, there's a stage, a DJ booth, whatever you want to call it, right? But this is carpet. This is all wooden floor, right? So we know that this is not a dance floor. Everything over here is technically a dance floor, even though people would normally not dance over here. That's still the floor, right? So now let's imagine that when someone wants to ask someone to dance, they're typically going to be dancing in this area because this is, even though all of this is dance floor, right? This is the only place that you would be really wanting to dance. This is the prime space, right? Now this is what ends up happening. You ask someone to dance over here, most likely you're going to dance right here. You ask someone to dance over here on this side, you're going to be dancing over here. If you ask someone to dance down here, you'll probably be out here. So what ends up happening is the first few dancers on the dance floor start to form this perimeter right here, right? Everyone else that's not is going to be sitting. If they're not sitting, they're probably standing on the outside, just outside this perimeter, right? Now it gets crazy dancing on the outside because people are walking right next to you. These are people who are not watching the dance floor because they're not dancing. They're thinking, I should be able to just walk right through here, right? Because they're looking at this as a, well, how else am I supposed to get to the bar? How else am I supposed to get to the VIP? How else am I supposed to, right? So this is a dance floor, but this is a walkway. And it's because it's technically dance floor, there's no set barrier. There's no barricade that lets you know exactly how much space is walkway. So when you're on the side, you have to be aware that even though you're on the side, you're in a pathway and you're also on the dance floor. You have to look out for people that are walking by you and people that are dancing. Because what ends up happening, the dance floor starts to expand outward. Okay? What I mean by that is it's very hard to get in. People start to form this perimeter. People that want to come in now to dance would typically have to break through that barrier to get to this open spot. For some reason, everyone likes to leave this open spot here in the center. There's a few people who will actually go in there, but there's this shiny object here called space that people just for some reason love to leave this open and they love to dance out here. So when everyone else is feeling crowded out here because people are walking through, the logical thing to do is to break in so they can dance in the center. Now when they break in, you look at them like they're crazy because you're dancing in your spot. You're having to look out for all these people around you that are dancing. You're not expecting to look out for Joe Schmo coming from the side. Well, technically, if you're next to the walkway, right, to the area where people are walking, then yes, you do have a responsibility to look out for the people that are dancing next to you and the people walking around because this is technically still dance floor. Again, it's all the same area, right? You want to make sure that you're aware of everyone around you, not just the people that are dancing next to you, but the people that are on the side. If you're the person on the side, you also have to be looking out for the people on the dance floor. A lot of times I'll see three musketeers right here, right? If they're shoulder to shoulder and they're all looking in, this is not an issue. As a matter of fact, it makes it easy for people to come through right here. What becomes a problem is when you have three musketeers, like, actually this is a better, when you have three musketeers like this, right? Because what happens is now they're sticking out into the dance floor. Instead of being out like this, right, across the top, now they're like this. They're protruding inward. And not just that, but they're looking at each other. They're trying to face the center so they can all make eye contact, see the body language, laugh at the jokes, right? What they don't realize is that this person right here who's looking inward has his back now to all this prime dance real estate. And there's a good chance that he might step back thinking, oh, I'm on the sidelines. No, my friend, you're on the dance floor. Again, all this is dance floor. The only people that are okay to just be in place and not move are the people that are sitting. Because the people that are sitting, people know that they're not going to move. They're expecting them not to move. But if you're standing, they're expecting you to be flowing the way the traffic flows, right? So if you're on the dance floor, right? Doesn't matter if you're on the sidelines waiting to dance or if you're actually dancing. You're responsible for being aware of everybody on the dance floor, whether they're dancing or not. Because what used to be a standing area might be a dance floor 2 seconds later. Why? Because this is dance floor. It's not carpet. It's not outdoors. And if it's hard for people to break in because you're not accommodating and starting in the center, this is gonna only happen that much sooner, right? The only time that you have an excuse for everything to be way out here to the sides is one, when you have a really good night and there's just that many people there. That's definitely a good night. Or when you're in a small venue and people show up, it's gonna happen, right? But guess what? You come in, you get a bracelet, you get a stamp. This conversation that you have, you take it right out here, go out the door. Probably need to cool down because it's probably hot inside if there's that many people inside the social. Take a breather. You have a bracelet, you can come back in. Just the same way that all the people go outside and get their drink or to do whatever it is, make their phone call when it's nice and quiet. Take your conversation outside. Not only will you be able to breathe a little bit better, you'll be able to have a better conversation with your friends, but you'll be respecting the dance floor. Again, if all this is wooden floor, all this is dance floor, right? So just because you're on the side doesn't mean that you're not prone to getting stepped on and getting hit. Be aware if you're blocking the walkways. Be aware if the dance floor is coming to you because it might be spreading out as people show up and it gets more packed throughout the night. So anyways, if you guys love the videos, let me know. If you have any topics you'd like for me to talk about, please share, comment, and I'll be more than glad to talk about them next week. You guys have a good night.